Well, you know you're 31 weeks pregnant when you just keep a box of crackers on you at all times. Hey guys, what is up? I am here today to share with you guys, well actually technically I guess you shared with me, your makeup wish list. And I went out and I sourced a whole bunch of different products and I wanted to put them on my face, do a full day wear test for you guys and see what deserves to be on your makeup wish list. Now some of these products I have talked about before, I have used before, but we're going to reuse them again today and kind of give a little bit more of an in-depth review. And there's also some products here that I haven't tested before. But let's zoom in, let's put some makeup on. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. New videos here every single week. I have to get up because I'm too far away from my camera. So let's start, while I prime my lids, with the eyes, since I'm priming my lids. And there were a ton of palettes that you guys were curious and wanted to know more about. There was Too Faced, there was Tarte, there was Natasha Denona, there was Tati Beauty. And I asked you guys on Insta Story which one you guys wanted me to talk about, and the overwhelming majority of you guys wanted me to talk about the Tati Beauty palette. Now I have done a full, like very in-depth review on this palette, going over my thoughts on it, swatching it, just talking about it in general, and I did a particular look on that, so I will link it for you guys if you want to see that very, very in-depth review and my thoughts on all the different formulas. But I thought today, because you guys wanted to see it and you guys wanted me to talk about it, we're gonna do just like a different look. We'll play around and experiment a little bit. I think I did like a more neutral glittery look, and I played around with these purples too, and I did a look with that. So maybe we'll play around with like these more like terracotta shades today. Yeah, that'll be fun. So let's start with Aura. We're gonna go into Soothe. We're gonna gradually work our way up to more of these deeper shades. Because I'm more on the fair side, I find that that is the only way to get like a nice soft gradient kind of effect. And while we play around with this, tell me what else is on your wish list this year. Is it all makeup? Did you have other things that you asked for? Or like what are some things that you're giving this year? I talked about this in a video on RachhLoves Life where I did a whole bunch of like gift hacks and stuff and we tested a whole bunch out. There was a really cute one in there. FYI, if you're like feeling a little crafty. But what kind of gifts are you guys giving this year? I love hearing about these stories because there are so many like really sweet stories about different, very creative and very personal like gift ideas, and I'm just like, oh, my heart. I always feel like I'm so practical with the gifts I end up giving people. Chris is actually very good at, actually, as if like any of you are surprised. He's really good at coming up with really great gifts for people that are super thoughtful, and my mom is also really good in the whole like gift realm, wrapping and otherwise. Oh, I'm so bad at wrapping. Is anyone else like that? Like my wrapping paper is too short, or I don't get the corners right, and I want so badly to be like really good at it, and it's just not my forte. But you know what, every year I keep trying. Then I'm gonna go in with a thinner brush. I'm gonna go in to Story right here, this like terracotta shade. Oh, she's pigmented. And I'm just gonna lay this one nice and careful into more on the outer edge than all the way through. I feel like that always looks so heavy on me. Oh, maybe we'll lay it like all over the lid maybe, then do a little glitter. That might be fun. Then let's mix in a little bit of Poet before we go in and start blending. Like, look how pretty that is. I love the combination. Now we're just gonna blend all these edges, add a little bit underneath the eyes, and then maybe, might add a little bit of maybe Memory, which is that deep kind of inky black, and apply that just to the outer edge, I wanted to say. I love how I started out thinking this was gonna be super neutral and like very soft, and we went full glam instead. All right, now we have some mattes on. I went with brown instead of black, and I have glitter all over my hands. What else is new? And I figured we would do a little bit of the glitter right, yeah, you know? So pretty. And I'm just using my fingers to kind of tap it on to the lid, and then I'm just going to like dilute it out. Dilute it out, does that make sense? You know what? It's getting so close to Christmas. I want to be glittery today. Oh my goodness. I'm actually layering in Story the metallic and the glitter kind of together. It's so beautiful because the metallic's just got a hint more of that terracotta to it, and it really warms up the glitter. And just like the combo is really nice. Yeah, I really like that. And then I'm just tapping a little bit over the lid just to kind of blend out any edges here. No. There we go. Marvelous. And then I think today, actually, first I'm gonna wash my hands, but afterwards, I think I'm gonna play around with some falsies because I was getting some requests from you guys to test out the ColourPop falsies, and so I haven't actually tried these ones before, so I thought this might be a good day to do it. So let's see here. I have some mascara on, by the way, just a little bit, just a teeny bit. And I think the ones I want to go with are Queenie. I'm gonna try them on, but they have this really nice like floofiness to it, which I really like. And I find that anything that is like really, really dense, really long, just like is super overpowering on my eye, and I look insane. Yeah, those are gonna look good. They're gonna be like heavy, but like still kind of like wispy, you know? Do need to trim them a lot though. And just because I'm curious, I just want to see what these mammy ones look like. I think they go on the side like this. Like still like it's so much on me. Like they're still really pretty. They're very fluffy looking, but a little bit heavy for me. Ooh, timer. Chicken fingers are done. So hungry. All the time. Just watching Bon Appetit, eating chicken fingers with one eyelash on. All right, lashes are on. What do we think? I think they're really pretty. I like the fluffiness to them. They aren't the easiest for me personally to apply, but I'm not the greatest at applying lashes. So I put on a really, really thin layer of black liner just to kind of help keep everything looking like it's all up against the lash line because the band is so thin. But they're pretty. They're really nice, very fluffy. If you like lashes, they're cute. So let's go on to the face next, and I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury. I was getting a lot of requests for Charlotte Tilbury. And this is the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. And she's known for having some really, really beautiful face creams and just like that soft focus kind of effect to the skin. And so obviously we're gonna be putting some of that on today. It has almost like a champagne kind of a base to it. You see that there? A little bit shimmery. It almost looks like it has very, very micro flecks of shimmer in it. So we'll see what that looks like once you apply it to the skin. Ooh, it gives like a nice like radiance. Okay, I'm digging that. But there we go, just a very, very like soft kind of a sheen to the skin. I'm not noticing any like aggressive like glitterness or anything, but also nothing that's like super wowing me in terms of like a soft focus perspective either. In comparison to like, I don't know, the Farsali Soft Focus Blur Primer. That one I actually notice a blurring effect on my skin. This one has a nice like fresh face thing, but I don't notice any soft focus. So now, dropping things. Oh, liner. Good thing that was almost closed. And now into foundation, and I saw a bunch of you were wanting to know a little bit more about the Shiseido Self-Refreshing Foundation. I have tried this one before. I feel like it was good. It wasn't my most long-wearing one, but it did look good by the end of the day. This is a foundation. I'm actually going to pull up the Sephora link. It's marketed as a weightless foundation that synchronizes with your skin. Synchronizes and self-refreshes, so it just looks like just applied and flawless all day long. A lot of people really, really love this foundation. It is a really beautiful finish. I am going to use a sponge that I thought I took out, but apparently I did not. 1 second. I'm just going to apply this with a sponge all over the skin. Like blurs everything immediately. I really do like this. I need to use it more often. I have another one I've been using constantly. You guys probably already know what it is, but it is my favorite, and I'm going to be doing a whole series of 2019 favorites. Don't you worry. It's like my favorite series of videos that I do all year round because I get to talk about everything that I love. Look at that. Look how pretty that is, right? Oh, love it. There's been such a focus, I feel like, this year on skin, whether it is skincare, foundation, just like everyone has been obsessing about the skin, and I love all of the innovations that have gone into that. It's just like fresh face skin, full coverage, blurring everything. Yes, please. And then for concealer, I actually didn't get any, I don't think I got any requests in particular on like one specific concealer, which I thought was really interesting. Foundations, palettes, for sure. Concealers just kind of like dropped off. People were like, I want the rest of my skin and my eyes to look good. Bags under my eyes, I don't care about. So I'm going to be using a combination that I have been really enjoying lately, which is actually from the last makeup video I did, and they're both drugstore, and I've been combining them. This is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Fix, and I've been mixing it with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Concealer. And I love this combination. This one's just a little bit deeper, this one's a little bit lighter, and I find that the combination of the two is really, really nice. Just gonna add just a little bit down here, you know? Also, I cannot believe how many of you have put the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette on your wish list. It's so expensive. My mom would have been like, ha, nice try. And I know I've used a lot of her palettes before and the quality is great, but $170 for a palette? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm feeling it. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of powder, nothing too crazy, just like under the eyes, around the mouth, you know the drill. You know, just want to set those areas that would otherwise crease and look terrible by the end of the day. And then we're going to go in with another product that you guys really want to know more about. And I actually have used it, but in a video that you guys haven't seen yet. Going a little bit out of order. And it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edition Ghost Palette. And a lot of you were really curious about it. It was something that when I saw it, I was like, oh, I have something very similar to this. I have tried multiple ones of this particular kind of palette in the past. Like, do I need this? But I have tried it fairly recently and it's beautiful, honestly. Hourglass to me is just one of those brands. They do such a good job with their products. So I just sort of swept over all three of these, just using that in the high points of the cheeks, underneath the eyes, and it just blurs everything. It's so pretty. I hope it's picking up on camera, because like in person, it looks more blurred. How do you do that, Hourglass? Teach me your ways. Then I'm gonna go in with the bronzer here. I also feel like Hourglass has like a good rhythm in terms of number of launches that they do in a year, the number of new innovations, not just launching for the sake of launching, but being really thoughtful in what they're launching. I don't know, I've just always had really good experience with Hourglass products. And then going in with the blush and the bronzer. Just mixing everything together at this point. Beautiful. So pretty. Look at that dough. Want it more blushy though. Bring out all of the blush. That basically just sums up my 2019. Just Rachel piling on blush. I think I want it a little bit bronzier. I'm gonna go in this trio from Physicians. But honestly, if you haven't already watched the drugstore video that I did recently, testing out a whole bunch of new stuff at the drugstore, highly recommend. There are some really good products out there right now. And this trio, giving me all the vacation vibes. Ooh, you know what I forgot? There's a new product from Tarte. It's the Shape Tape Glow Wand. You know what? Actually, it's not set in here. I'm gonna apply a little bit in here because I'm really curious about this. It's a product that you can put on top of your concealer as a way of like adding additional glow. And it has a little bit of pigment to it, but a really nice, like, look at that sheen, you know? So you could like highlight with it. You could just brighten up under the eyes. I really want to try it. You know what? We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. And then it has like a sponge on the other end. Ooh, it's a squishy sponge. Ow. Am I supposed to take it out? Maybe? I don't understand. Like, is it supposed to be out like that? What do you guys think? To like brighten up that inner corner at all? Huh? It feels nice. Oh, I just realized I didn't seal it on the other side. Good job, Rachel. I wonder if this would be nice too, to apply and then put like highlight on top of it, you know? Just like that little hint of sheen. Oh, that's actually really nice. I actually like that. It's really subtle, but do you see? Like just that, you know? That wasn't something that anyone in particular had talked about, but it was something that I really wanted to try. And speaking of highlights, you guys are so nice. So nice. So many of you talked about how you put this on your wish list, and like, that just means so much to me. It's so sweet. So I just wanted to say first, like, thank you. That is really, really sweet of you. I am so proud of this palette and what we did with it, and I love it so much. It just, like, all the glow. It is basically the only highlight I have used for this entire year. So much went into it, a lot of love, and it makes me really happy that you guys wanted to. So we have down here, in case you're new to my channel, these are the two base shades. This is Tea and Clutch. Both have more of like a champagne-y kind of an undertone to them, which I found to be the most flattering across everyone that I tried the different samples on. But then you can take these kind of customizers, these mixers or layerers, if you will, to either darken, brighten. You can add that nice pop in the middle with the lilac, and you can customize it to create this highlight that just feels like it just blends into your skin so beautifully. And you can start by just applying like a light layer. So what I tend to do is just grab a bit on my brush, like super light, like look how blinding that is. I layered it on top of a wet product, so like it did pick up a little bit more, but like glow for days. And like barely touching, guys. You do not need a lot of this, which I also love because then you get more out of it, more use. I love using Clutch probably the most for my skin tone on my cheeks, and then if I'm really feeling like a blinding highlight, I'll take some of Lace, I'll put it on my brush, spritz it with a little Fix Plus, and just put it on the highest points of my cheekbones, and just like pow, it's so beautiful. And these can be used wet or dry, on the face, on the body, wherever, eyes, and they're beautiful. They're creamy. They've got a lot of, like, I would say a mixture of the two different consistencies of the Pixie highlights, which I already really love, and just that extra like oomph to it. Just, it's very me. Ooh, you know what? Let's put some on that. Let's put some on the inner corner of the eyes. Yes, that is exactly what this needs. Just like that little like, ooh, what is that, you know? Ooh, I am loving how this is turning out. Yes. I need a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes right now. Feeling like that was missing, you know? Right? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm so pleased with this. This whole look. I'm gonna add a little bit of some Charlotte Tilbury to the lip, since that was something that you guys wanted to see more of. And this, by the way, is the Hollywood lip, and this is in Charlotte Darling. And I'm just going to set under the lashes just a bit right here. And there we go. I'm going to go about the rest of my day. I will check in with you guys tonight. We will see how everything is wearing. But I'm really excited. I really love how this whole look turned out. You guys have some great stuff on your wish list. I gotta be honest, at least from a first impression standpoint. Stay tuned tonight. So I will see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, it is now 4:53. Look. Oh man, it's already getting dark. I wanted to give you a quick update on specifically the lashes because I want to take them off. They're fun, don't get me wrong, and I do really like them, though I wish I had a little bit more mascara on the bottom to kind of like balance them out a little bit because they are still like pretty intense. They're not super obnoxious or anything like that, but I'm sitting at the computer and I'm like trying to edit and I have my blue light glasses on and it's just they're just getting annoying. Wanted to give you the update though. This is kind of what they look like right now. Yeah. Fluffy, pretty, but just not most conducive for doing any sort of editing. All right, guys, we're here. End of day. This is what we're looking like, minus the lashes, which we already talked about. So let's discuss. First of all, let's talk about the foundation. Like right in this area, I want to say, that's starting to look a little bit patchy, you know? Also, it seems to be breaking up a bit on my chin, unfortunately, so not my most long wearing foundation, though for the majority of the day it did look really beautiful. The Tarte product, I still need to play around with this a bit. I really liked it as either a really subtle highlight, or I could use it like just underneath my powder highlights. I'm not sure how I feel about it in the inner part of the eye. When I was editing, it kind of just looked really shiny here, but not brightened. So I need to figure out how to use this product in the best way, because I feel like if I apply it and then I set it, aren't you eliminating a lot of that like brightening, illuminating kind of effect? I don't know. What do you guys think? Did you like it? Is this something you're gonna buy? It's on, I found out it's at QVC right now, and it's going to be in Ulta's in Jan 2020, in case anyone is interested. Consistency felt really good. I liked it underneath my highlight. Not sure under the eyes. Primer, I just wasn't wowed by. I feel like there are other products from Charlotte Tilbury that I like more than that. It was just like meh, you know? And the eyeshadow is beautiful, as always, but we kind of expected that. But this was a really fun test. You guys have some really cool stuff on your wish list. If there are any other products out there that I may have missed, leave them down below. Let me know what is on your list of something that you are excited to get, and check out these videos in case you have missed any. I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome week, and I will see you guys all, as always, in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.